Hello, good morning, everybody. I think, first of all, thank you very much for being here so early. And before starting this press conference, I think it's important to introduce the different people who are going to answer your question, to tell you why they are here. And so I start with the very important representative of Rwanda. On my left, you have nobody's a protocol. I should start with you, in fact.
No.
Your protocol in Rwanda is very important. So RDB, represented by Ariel, please introduce yourself, everybody, and then I will make a short introduction and we'll answer your question.
Good morning. Thank you, Olivier. Good morning, everybody. Maramutse. My name is Ariella Kageruka. I head the Department of Tourism and Conservation at Rwanda Development Board. Thank you very much for being here, and I'm very happy to be here with you as well. Thank you.
Yeah, introduce yourself and I'll give you to Rwanda.
Oh, ladies first, I guess.
So let's...
Okay, ladies first. Good morning, everybody. My name is Haba Hadija, Head of Marketing and Communications at Rwanda. Thank you.
A proud partner of this event, and I will give the mic to another proud partner of this event, to Kyle, the MD of Visit Rwanda.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Carl Schofield. I'm Managing Director of QA Venue Solutions, which is the managing entity for BK Arena. Happy to be here and great to see everyone.
Today is an important day because in just 2 days from now, we are going to have here in Rwanda, I think one of the biggest ever award ceremony, music ceremony, organized in this country and also organized in Africa. So the idea today is not to have a traditional press conference where we are going to explain to you from scratch everything about this award, because I imagine, I know, and I in fact had multiple occasions before to meet with you, and you know already what this event is about, but just a few big figures and facts about this. What is going to happen, in fact, starting Friday? Because we always talk about the Trace Award, but you've got also the Trace Award on the festival. So, starting on Friday, at the key CEV Conference Exhibition Centers, which is nearby the Marriott, the Serena, all these hotels, we will have the Trace Festival that will start on Friday afternoon. There will be also an opening party at this time. You will all be invited to a session where we are going to introduce all the different partners of the festival. You will have obviously artists, there will be a few concerts, but you have also exhibitors on the marketplace. You have also a lot of conferences about the creative industries. You will have some fashion event. And I'm saying that because, in fact, we took the opportunity of the award of having a lot of personalities, a lot of celebrities, a lot of journalists, a lot of creators, managers, to really try to bring their expertise to Rwanda. There was a very strong demand, need, especially from the young people, from the creators. That was also something we discussed a lot with RDB, that this event is not just one event that comes one day in Rwanda, and the day after we leave, and there was no legacy. So the idea is really not only to entertain our people, but also to empower our people, empower the audience, and all the people who are interested by this creative industry. So this festival will last from Friday afternoon until Sunday evening. You will have Brice Melody performing, you will have Nom Sebo from South Africa with the Soweto Gospel Corps performing. You will have a lot of DJs, you will have a lot of great events. So please don't forget when you communicate about the Trace Award to mention also the festival. But I know that most of the people are here because of this award ceremony. So what I can tell you already, first of all, it has been extremely difficult, challenging to organize this event, but thanks to all our partners, we make it. And I can tell you that some of the artists started arriving yesterday, thanks to Rwanda. Most of them flew on Rwanda from London, from Paris, from Lagos, from Johannesburg. I don't know how many tickets you issued already, but you will give us more information about that. But some started, a lot of will arrive today, tomorrow. The last one will arrive on Saturday morning, so you can imagine the nightmare to do rehearsal when you got your artists arriving on Saturday morning, but some have got other obligation in other countries. We had also to rent some private jets for certain of these A-list artists because they could not take the one-day flight because it was not possible for timing, schedule issue. But eventually, we'll have more than 60 artists coming for the award and for the festival. And during the award, you will have about 50 artists performing. I've got some of the names, and I will not name all of them, but I can already announce, obviously, Davido, Mr. Easy, Yemi Alade. You will have Benjamin Dubé, you will have Didibé from Ivory Coast, you will have Soraya Ramos from Cape Verde, you will have Kader Japonais, who's a massive artist from Gabon, you will have from France, Ronisia, you will have the composer from Nigeria, you will have some artists from Uganda, Nedixon and Azawi, you will have Chris Easy, Bwiza, I already mentioned Chris Melody from Rwanda, and Rema will be there, he is confirmed. So we are still working on exactly the format of what he will do. As you can imagine, he's a very, very big artist now. And to be honest, when we started working with RDB on this event nearly more than 2 years ago, the African stars were African stars. Now they are no longer African stars. They are global stars. That changed a lot of things for the organization of this event. Because these guys, you know, some of them, when they perform for normal events, they will ask fees of $500,000, $1 million. So we had to really use all our leverage, 20 years of trace, of supporting these artists, of promoting these artists, not just in Africa, but in the entire world, so that we could convince them to find a slot in their calendar and make sure they could come and also perform. So I think we are 99% there. I can say also that the infrastructure that we found in Rwanda, from the quality of the big arena, the quality of the equipment, the support of RDB and also RCB, the Rwanda Convention Bureau Board, and also from Rwanda and many other partners have been amazing because, as you can imagine, you can't organize an event like this without an addition of a lot of bricks. And you need all the bricks to be aligned. If there is one problem, you can really fail the entire experience that not only we want to give to the artist, but also to the audience, to the sponsors. So I'm not mentioning now Martel from Pernod Ricard, you know, the cognac brand Martel, who is also one of the title sponsors of this event. They've been extremely supportive from the very beginning. And altogether, I think there are about 300 people working on the event right now. Whether it's on hospitality, whether it's on airline, whether it's on the production side, I can really tell you that also we get yesterday the first report about the press coverage we started deploying all over the world. The value of the press coverage we had until now, even before the main event, is already more than $56 million. So your countries have been promoted all over the world for a value of already $56 million. And it's a company, it's not Trace who decided this number, it's a professional company in South Africa. So I can say that we are on track for for an amazing event. So I will give the mic to our partners. And the idea today is really to answer your question. At the end of the press conference, if you want, we can show you what we are doing on the venue, and we are finalizing the building of the stage and everything. The only thing, we'd like you not to take pictures now, because we want to keep the magic for the audience, for not only the audience on the venue, but also the TV audience. But if you want, because you came and we will appreciate your presence, you can have a view. But please, we are not going to take your mobile phone, and you know, we're not like this, but we believe you are responsible people, and you can talk, you can describe what you are going to see, but we prefer really to make sure that people have got an impression of the final stage, which is not yet finalized. Should be finalized, Kyle, correct me, maybe tonight. With also the security check. It was a big obligation for all of us to make sure that all this is very safe. On Visit It, so I give you, Ariella, the mic first, and then to you, and you, Kyle, and then we'll answer your question.
Okay, thank you so much. Before we open the floor for the rest of the journalists, we do have a few key questions for our panel.
Wow.
One, mainly first starting with Monsieur Olivier. How important have the local partners been to the awards, to the Trace Awards? How important have they been to you?
I think they are critical. Without them, we can't do it. You know, this is an award where you need an addition of bricks, as I said. You need a country, you need a political wish to welcome an award like this, and then you need a lot of infrastructure. So you need a venue, you need hotels, you need cars, you need airlines. So, and the good news, and to be honest, there are not many countries in Africa who can really align all these dimensions at the same time. This is why right now we are here, but you know there is a mobile congress at the same time. There are a lot of events coming to Rwanda because you have the vision to make the investment, to build this infrastructure, and also to have, you know, what I call the soft reality. It's not just bricks and mortars. You need people. You need people who understand what it means to welcome some of the most complicated people in the world. I can tell you the Nigerian artists are really something. So yeah, so on the people here understand this reality and have been extremely supportive.
Thank you so much. That answers as well the why did you choose Rwanda? Answers it already. To RDB, Ariella, why did RDB get involved with the Trace Awards?
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you once again, Olivier and the Trace team for choosing Rwanda to celebrate your 20th anniversary, but also to stage the first ever Trace Awards. I think it's an incredible achievement for Africa, but also for Rwanda. And we were really grateful to Trace for having chosen Rwanda for this important event. And to obviously the partners, I really like to call media partners, because the media value that you mentioned wouldn't be possible without the partnership of the media, without their attention, without being attuned to what is happening and actually sharing it with Rwandans, with Africa, and with the world. And of course, our partners, Rwanda, BK Arena, and also that brings to the question, and seeing the Trace, what the Trace Awards and Festival bring to our destination and to our creative industry, which is works very closely with tourism. It was not, it was a no-brainer for us to choose to work with them. And as he said, Olivier, bring all these performers to Rwanda. We've been seeing performers coming to Rwanda. Most of the names that he mentioned have been to Rwanda a couple of times. But coming for the first ever Trace Awards and Festival, we would like to, you know, we add our voice to supporting not only the Rwandan artists who we've been inviting to take advantage of this opportunity, the creative industry to take advantage of the different conferences and talks and masterclasses and workshops to upskill or even know, you know, or create or leverage that platform and be able to forge new partnerships, get new skills, or share even their own stories and share their skills. I think it's a great platform for collaboration, for visibility, for the creative industry in Rwanda. And the same for Africa. Rwanda has been working really closely with you know, the rest of Africa to bring Africa together, to shine together and work together to bring amazing things that we see in other places also on our continent and benefit from them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ariella. And now going to Kai. You, as BK Arena, you've been hosting lots and lots of events. What does the Trace Awards and Festival bring and change and add into the entertainment or creative industry when it comes to BK Arena?
Yeah, I think it goes back to you know our core philosophy coming into this building, and that was really on the basis of creating a hub for sports and entertainment. And if you hear some of the numbers that Olivier is putting forward with regards to the media value of $56 million, the event hasn't even happened. we're already at that point. We've got multiple artists coming into the market. All that does is it amplifies what we are doing as the arena, and I think really plugs into the strategy from a government perspective. We've heard Ariella speaking about all of the coordination across the different entities in market to achieve this goal of really bringing some top quality content to the continent and more so to Rwanda.
So ultimately, if we had to pay the normal fees to get all these 50 artists in Rwanda, the cost would be more than $10 million just for the artist fees. If you add normally the normal fees to come at an event, to perform. So, but because also you have to understand the relationship we've got with these guys and girls, we give them money all the time because we pay music rights in many countries. And we give them exposure, promotion. So they've got a very intimate relationship with us, and they recognize the value we can bring to them, and they accepted to make significant effort to come to Rwanda for this event. Did I answer your question? What else do you want to know? You want to know whether we pay Davido, whether we pay Rema, whether we pay... I can tell you there is a cost to have them. But the philosophy, we couldn't afford, to be honest. Even if we've got great partners, if I ask Ariella, please give me $10 million just for the artist, she will tell me, difficult. So, no, so we've got deals, and we give them also promotion. Some artists are going to release a new album in the coming weeks, so we tell, okay, you come, but we promote that. So each discussion is a different discussion. What makes it beautiful, but also super complicated, because you have to deal with a lot of egos, you have to deal with a lot of realities, and so we had to hire some consultants. We've got 2 consultants whose job is just to take care of the top artists and their requests, their needs, make sure they are happy, and this is where also the experience for them when they will arrive from the moment they land at the airport until the moment they leave is so important. So it's not just the moment they will be on stage, but they want to feel the country, they want to feel that the infrastructure, that the people, that what they will have, the engagement with the audience is absolutely amazing, and I think that's also a message. Because when you bring an event like this to a country, people have to understand why we do it and how they can really not only benefit from it, but each relationship they will have with this person is also part of the experience they will get from Rwanda. So super important that everybody plays a game and contribute to the success of the event.
Thank you. There is a very important question we would like to skip. There is this question: how is it possible that we're going to pull off a 50 or 60 performance on Saturday?
That's a question for me?
Yes.
How is it possible? Wow. First of all, 10 years ago, we did an event in France with only French artists, and we had about 60 artists. And what we learned, and it lasted about 4 hours, what we learned is that in addition to having the artists performing their best song that everybody is looking for, we decided to organize collaboration. And so like this, you can have on stage 2, 3, 4 artists, and this collaboration creates magic. Because you will see certain pieces, certain segments of music that you've never seen before. You will see certain artists that have never played with another artist, you will see them together. So the solution to bring all these artists together on stage and not make a 20-hour show, which would be a little bit long, is really to work on the preparation, work on collaboration, spend a lot of time explaining to the artist, no, you cannot perform during 12 minutes. Maybe sometime you will have 2 minutes, you will have 2 minutes 40 seconds. So this show, I can tell you, it's a military organization. And when you want to put in place a military organization with artists which are not always very disciplined, this is complicated. So on sometimes certain artists, yesterday told, oh, I missed my plane, I will arrive before, so you had your rehearsal, your schedule already, so you have to reorganize the entire timing. So we've got 2 groups, 2 backing bands for the artists. We took one of them is the performers, no, the composer, sorry. And it's a group mainly with Nigerian and Ghanaian British artists that are accustomed to support Davido, to support many of the Nigerian artists. So we know that even if they have a very, very short amount of time to rehearse with the artists, they will make it happen. So it's an addition of so many things to make sure that it works. And also our TV production team is extremely flexible. They are very organized, but then they said that they have to be flexible. So we may have to take certain decisions until Saturday, 12 o'clock, because some of the artists will arrive on Saturday morning. And if for any reason it's not possible to do something, you have to change the entire running order of the show. By the way, I didn't mention two very important persons who are Dibenj, the Nigerian artist, and Maria Borges, who is a supermodel from Angola, who will be the co-host of the show. They never met each other. And you will see the magic of this type of event, having them together on stage, very different personalities, very vibrant personalities, very different background, but we wanted also to break the traditional host of this type of show and bring artists that represent also the African excellence that we want to showcase during this event. So yeah, so I think if there were one word to summarize my answer, I would say preparation.
Thank you so much. Let's have Lucky.
Thank you, Austin. My questions, I have three questions. First of all, I'll ask Mr. Olivier, the MD of Choice. Are you dreaming to bring back Choice Awards in Rwanda according to experience? That's one. And then second question goes to Visit Rwanda. You allow me to say it in Kinyarwanda so that even Rwandans can hear about that. Uyu munsi kuba dufite Choice Award mu Rwanda, kuba dufite na brand yacu ya Visit Rwanda, umunyarwanda utari muri iyi sare turimo yumve ko ari agaciro kameze gute cyangwa se biraza kuzanira iki u Rwanda. And then my last question goes to Rwanda Air. Uyu munsi brand ya Rwanda Air igeze kure, ariko nanone ko igeze kure ntabwo ari ukuvuga ko igomba guhagarara aho ngaho. Ni nayo mpamvu muri iyi sare turimo turi kuri table imwe na Choice Awards and Festival. Biraza kongerera iki brand ya Rwanda Air, ariko biraza no gukomeza imikoranire imeze gute yafasha no muri entertainment muri rusange. Thank you. Those are my questions. Starting with Olivier.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
No, that's a very important question. Many people ask us. Obviously, we'll be more than happy to continue this partnership. You know, when you start kind of love story, your ambition is to make it last as long as possible. And obviously, RDB has got objective with this partnership. We've got also objective with this partnership. And so we make a very clear and deep analysis of everything after the event. But on principle, obviously, I can tell you the amount, I mentioned the word preparation, the amount of preparation, the amount of investment we made to do that here. And now that I know that Kigali is the second most attractive city in Africa, who is the number one?
I think they'll pay me to do the advert for them.
You forget their name.
No, Qatar. It's Qatar.
But it's not in Africa.
It is.
Qatar is in Africa?
No, Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Yeah.
It's not in Africa. Sorry, I can say that. It's not. Cape Town is different. You know, I live in South Africa. I've been living in South Africa for the last 12 years. Trace has got a company in Cape Town, which is a studio we acquired 4 years ago. Studio, so we produce content for Netflix or different. So it's a great city. But I mean, if you really want to be in the heart of Africa, you will not go to Cape Town. Please don't share that with the South African people. We are here in Rwanda. Okay, so did I answer your question? Is that okay? So now you've got a few questions. Oh, just for me to understand. In 1 second, can you summarize the question you asked to Ariella so that I understand what we are talking about? In English, just for me to...
It's okay, in English. Asked for Visit Rwanda, what are we going to gain as Rwandans so that we have Choice Awards and Visit Rwanda's brand?
A lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Urakoze Lucky. Icyambere navuga nuko ubufatanye bwa Visit Rwanda na Choice Awards and Festival icyo bizanira u Rwanda mbere na mbere cyangwa abanyarwanda ni amahirwe y'ubufatanye nabivuze mbere, ni amahirwe yo kugaragara mu ruhando rw'abandi bahanzi mpuzamahanga. Nkeka ko Olivier yigeze kubivugaho ko abanyafrika, abahanzi b'abanyafrika batakira abahanzi b'abanyafrika, ahubwo basigaye ari abahanzi bo ku rwego rw'isi. Abanyarwanda rero, abahanzi nyarwanda nabo kuba bari kuri urwo rwego ntabwo ari igitangaza, kuko tuzi ko abahanzi bacu bashoboye. Niyo mpamvu amahirwe u Rwanda ruzana mu gihe habaye ibikorwa nk'ibi cyangwa se ibitaramo nk'ibi tugiramo uruhare mu kuzana mu Rwanda, bigomba kugira mbere na mbere abanyarwanda akamaro. Ariyo mpamvu rero kuva mbere bitangira twakomeje kugirana ibiganiro n'abahanzi no kubabaza ni biki bifuza. Wenda ndagira ngo ngaruke gato ku cyo Olivier yigeze kuvuga, ko tugirana ibiganiro bwa mbere, icya mbere cyari ko ubushobozi bw'abanyarwanda, kugaragara kw'abanyarwanda nabo babyitayeho. Olivier, this is referencing the benefits that Rwandan artists are getting, and also on the part of the skills and the platform that they will be leveraging, because he also touched on it.
Yeah, I want to say something about
yes.
that.
Icyo ni ikintu cya mbere cy'ingirakamaro. Ndigeze no kuvuga ko icyo nakwita uruganda rwa creative industry rukorana bya hafi n'ubukerarugendo. Ntabwo ubukerarugendo bwakunda mu gihe hatabayeho ibitaramo bizana abantu batandukanye bavuye mu bihugu bitandukanye. Olivier yigeze kuvuga ko na host ubwabo batarahura, ariko ari abantu b'abahanzi. Kubona umuziko Dibanji yigeze kuza mu Rwanda, ndumva ari nka kabiri ahubwo, ariko kuba agarutse noneho nk'umuntu uza bafite uruhare mu gukora hosting y'iki gikorwa, ni iby'ingirakamaro. Kubona abantu bose bahitamo ko iki gikorwa kibereye mu Rwanda, ntabwo bashaka kugicikwa, ni ibintu by'ingirakamaro. Aho ni ubukerarugendo bwungukira. Iyo abantu baza mu Rwanda, indege ya Rwanda ikabazana, namwe banyamakuru mukabona akazi, kuko companies zireba u Rwanda zikabona ko zishaka kuhakora ibikorwa byo gukora n'itangazamakuru bitanga umusaruro muri economy yacu. Visit Rwanda ikabasha kwakira abo bantu, ikabasha gucuruza. Mwumvise ko Olivier yavuze transport companies nka Move n'abandi, abo bose bagira uruhare mu gutuma ibi bikorwa bikunda, kuko ndetse tubonera n'umwanya wo kugira ngo tushimire abanyarwanda ndetse abikorera ku giti cyabo, ku by'umwihariko no kubategura ko buri gihe u Rwanda ruzajya rwakira ibi bikorwa mpuzamahanga. Tugomba rero guhora twiteguye nk'uko ibindi bihugu byose cyangwa ikindi kigo, indi city yo muri Afrika cyangwa ku isi yakwitegura igikorwa mpuzamahanga nk'iki ngiki. Amahoteli nayo abasha kubona abakiriya. Aho niho twungukira, abanyarwanda bakabona akazi, ndetse n'uruganda rwa creative industry rukabona akazi. Abanyarwanda bazaba bari muri, maybe I need to say this in English a little bit, the Rwandan artists will, the creative industry generally, fashion, music, culture, they will feature across the 3-day festival. Icyo ni ikintu cy'ingirakamaro. Abanyarwanda bikorera muri industry creative bazabasha kubona amahirwe yo kugira y'ubucuruzi. Mbonereho nanone kuvuga ngo twakomeje kuvuga awards cyane, ariko twese dushyuhiye festival. Niyo mpamvu turi hano kugira ngo tuganire namwe, mudufashe kumenyekanisha iriya festival. Izaba irimo ibiganiro byiza, izaba irimo content nziza cyane tutagombye gucikwa, ndetse na families. Maybe I'll let Olivier also touch on that. It's also family friendly. The festival will also be family friendly. Maybe you can also touch on the festival generally, or more specifically, so that people can know more about it and be able to leverage it. Ikindi cy'umwihariko navuga wenda nsoza, iyo u Rwanda rwakira ibi bikorwa mpuzamahanga, ntabwo akamaro kava muri mafaranga, ni umunyamakuru ugeze kuvuga ngo tuvuge no ku mafaranga, ni byiza kuvuga ku mafaranga, ariko hariho ibintu amafaranga adashobora kugura. Igihugu cyangwa umujyi nk'u Rwanda kwakira nka Kigali, kwakira bino bikorwa, kumenyekana ku rwego rw'isi ko twakira, dufite BK Arena, dufite indege, dufite abanyarwanda bashoboye ku rwego rw'isi, ko babimenya, ni ibintu udashobora kugura amafaranga wabona. Yigeze kubivugaho ko value yuko u Rwanda rwamenyekanye, ko ni Trace Awards izabera mu Rwanda, ko bigeze ku rwego rwa media value ya $56 million. Ibyo ni ibintu udashobora kugura, ahubwo ubona kubera ko hari ibikorwa wakoze byivugira. Ibyo rero ntako bisa, kandi duharanire iryo shema, duharanire guha igihugu cyacu izina rishoboye, kandi abantu baza ahangaha ntakaze rimwe, ahubwo avuga ati njye ndashaka kuba mu Rwanda iteka ryose. Ubwo twizeye ko na Trace Awards byumvise, and we're saying that when you come to Rwanda you don't go back.
Okay, I will say that to my wife.
She's welcome to
She's
come
coming
and settle.
tomorrow. She's coming tomorrow.
Excellent. So yes, so we're saying, you know, when people come here and they experience Rwanda, they should be able to enjoy it enough to come back. So that's also very much a value that is that you cannot actually buy, but it can only be possible if we all work together.
Thank you. Ariko utaratanga mikoro, ese ni iki bikubiye muri festival izaba?
I suggest that we answer first the question about Rwanda, and then we go back to the festival and the impact on the creative industries.
Lucky mwakoze cyane kumbaza, munyemerere nsubize mu Cyongereza for the sake of the media here. He asked how is Trace enabling us to build and push the brand as Rwanda. So gusubiza mu by'ukuri, Rwanda is a national carrier. It's pride for the country. So having international platforms that enable us to continue promoting and raising awareness and pushing the product is also pushing the brand of the airline on all international platforms.
Yeah.
As Rwanda, whenever we have an opportunity to be showcasing our services and products internationally, we are always, of course, pushing the country. We are soon launching our product, which is Kigali Stopover, and this kind of activation that we're doing right now with Trace and all other events that are happening in Kigali has pushed us to create a special product that is going to tell our passengers, while you're flying to any other part of the world, if you're flying from Nigeria to London, break your trip, come to Kigali, experience Kigali before you continue to your final destination. So these are all enablers that help us to create products, but then while we are creating products to continue selling, that also helps us to continue building the brand of the airline internationally. So the benefits have been told, the impact that brings to the country, everyone knows about pride to continue collaborating with international platforms, and Trace really provides that to us. When you look at their footprint, they're really big in Africa.
Yeah, I think there was a complementary answer regarding the impact on the creative industry and what we are going to bring to the creative industry, and also to speak a little bit more about the festival. First of all, part of the partnership, and we didn't mention it yet, we've got a partnership with the MasterCard Foundation, and we are bringing 25 young people from Rwanda to really experience the different jobs that are related to organizing the Trace Award and Festival. So we are doing some mentorship, we are doing some training, we are spending time with them, and I think we are also going to give them a lot of ideas for their future. It's extremely aspirational when you can really work with some of the best professional and organizing events that give you ideas. Yesterday, I had dinner with our technical director for this event, with a Brazilian guy. And he was telling me, he's about 60-year-old, he did the Oscar, he did the Grammys, he did the MTV, BT Awards, he did Rock and Rio, he did some of the biggest events in the world. So we wanted to have one of the best ones. And right now we are working with Alpha Event, with the Rwanda Event, with the BK Arena, with all your biggest suppliers of technical solutions to organize an event like this. And the people on the ground are so happy to work with guys like him because they learn. He's got an experience that no one here could have because you started, doing this business not so long ago. He comes with nearly 40 years of experience. So that's just an example of what we can do. And also, the conferences that we will do during the Trace Festival, we are bringing some of the best experts. For instance, we are going to have a conference with Mr. Easy, who is not only a great artist, but also a business person that you know very well. And in Rwanda, you will have some of the biggest private equity funds that invest and the creative industry. Some of the people who invested in the Mavin record label, where you've got Don Jay-Z, you've got Rema, you've got Ira Star. These people will tell us why a few years ago they decided to put millions of dollars on how they make it happen. You will have one of the head of Universal Music for Africa. Will have the CEO of the founder of Empire Record, who now has got nearly 25% of the biggest Nigerian artists. All these people are coming for this event. You've got also investors, celebrities that just want to be part of it. We received this request from the US. One of the biggest promoters of African artists in the US is a company named Duke. They organize a lot of concerts with African artists. So all the management of Duke is coming. They pay themselves their ticket on Rwanda, and they pay their hotels. They pay, and they want to be part of it because they say we never saw such an event on the continent, and we want to be part of it. And people even offer to work with us on all this. So I can tell you the impact will be there, not just for the award, but also for the festival, where you can have a more direct, intimate relationship with all these celebrities, these artists, and these experts of the creative industries. The World Bank also is sending a few people who are experts in funding creative industry, because that's a big challenge in Africa, where it's not very well organized, it's very fragmented. So the idea is what and how these big institutions should do to help us grow the creative industries. And having all this in the Kigali hub, I think it's really a super benefit and an opportunity that is quite unique